is the individual who share they have the body, share same organs, two separate heads. Is it considered two people or one person with two heads? So what can anybody think of a ramification of that in Jewish law? There are a few of them. Tefillin. Okay, so what would the question be?
One set or two sets?
Yeah. Should you put on one head or two heads? Any other ones you think of? What? What did you say?
I'm just saying, it should be two different people.
So that's the question. For tefillin, it's kind of an easy one because it says in Halacha that you have to subjugate your heart and your head, and the tefillin symbolize that. So if the heads have different thoughts, you want to subjugate each head. So that's kind of like an easier one. Another case would be Minyan. Let's say you're in a Minyan, and you're down to 8 men, I guess, and you have another person there. Would you count them as 2 or 1?
Yeah.
So, yeah, why not? Why?
It's the same way. I mean, they are two different people in a way.
Okay, so you're saying it's 2 different people. Okay, so if you're saying that, someone actually asked, this appears in Jewish law. Someone asked a rabbi about this, and the rabbi said that it's not clear if you need 10 people or 10 men in Orthodox circles to sanctify God's name. The question is, you need 10 bodies? Is it about the appearance of having more and more people? All about numbers? And if that's the case, maybe you don't have 10 bodies here. Or perhaps it's about having 10 opinions, all agreeing that God is one. So depends which one you go by. He said, if you're stuck, you can count the other. You can count them as 2. It's really real. A question came before Rav Moshe Feinstein in England in 1977. They asked him, and it was a serious question. It says, in 1977, newborn Siamese twins were brought to Children's Hospital in Philadelphia. Where D.C. Everett Koop, who subsequently became blah, 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 was then hospital. Okay. Doctors had determined that if the twins, who were sharing critical internal organs, remained joined together, both would die. The only option was to perform an operation which would kill one and save the other. But, argue the moralists, isn't this murder? So you have one baby A and baby B. Okay, that's their head A, head B, whatever. We'll call them babies. In order to baby B is they're set to die like in 6 months, let's say, and they're declining. If you kill baby B, baby A will for sure live. Are you allowed to do that? Rav Moshe answered that way. He said that it's similar to, let's say you're in a parachute. He didn't say this, but this is a case that's probably. Let's say you're in a parachute and you're going down, 2 people in a parachute. And the other person's parachute let out. And they're falling and they grab onto your leg. And your parachute can't support both of you. Can you kick them off your parachute to save yourself or not? So they say you can because you're allowed to save yourself at the expense of somebody else who's coming to threaten your life. So,
not worried about permission at that point.
Well, nobody's really watching, but I mean, God, I guess. But anyway, so he said that you're allowed to kill the other one in order to save the other one.